Sir, what has been the impact of COVID-19 on the water and wastewater sector?
I think, like every other sector, this pandemic has definitely slowed down the investment, the capex spending in this sector. About the operation and maintenance side of water and wastewater sector, I say we must congratulate all those COVID warriors who are in the field still supplying regularly water to the citizens, going into the contaminated zones as well, to open those walls which need to be opened every day, so that the water can be supplied. So I think it has impacted us very adversely as far as the new projects are concerned, as far as the capex spending is concerned, as far as the existing capex spending as well, because a lot of refusal to enter the household for new connections, and rightly so, because everybody has a sort of a wariness towards getting infected. So all in all, yes, I think maybe it probably has hit us the same way as any other sector.
Based on the issues that have been faced in the past 5 to 6 months, what has been your organization's response to this pandemic?
The topmost reaction was to have the safety systems in place and very rigorously, and the safety drills at all our sites, safety equipments, the PPs to all the staff who are moving on the field, because you understand that if you are running a whole city or many towns, the first thing that you need to ensure that you keep your your system, your personnel fit, and continue to work in the field. So that, I think, was the first response, and followed by that, I think we have tried to also bring awareness about the COVID to the larger population, because like water distribution is more of a social project. So you are in touch with so many stakeholders. So I think in this system, the priority. So I think the safety was the most important parameter for us in this last 6 months, to keep our own personnel, fit and working in the working conditions, as well as our consumers not getting any risks from our side.
Okay, sir. Of you, what is the outlook for the sector based on the current situation?
I think government has announced a lot of ambitious projects, particularly the Nal Se Jal scheme of the Prime Minister. I think that will bring a lot of spending into this particular sector, particularly the rural water supply, which has been neglected since, I think, since our independence. We have never focused the way it is being focused now, um, on providing the piped water to the rural citizens of our country. I think outlook wise, minus the time we have lost, all of us have lost in this pandemic, probably another 6 months, probably we'll lose more. Then there is a lot of work that government has announced, and is committed to also, spend money on that. So I think the overall the outlook will be, I will say, stable for us as far as water sector in India is concerned. But it will also depend on this next 3 months, how this whole pandemic pans out.
Yes. So, sir, what are going to be the key priority areas or the focus areas in the post-COVID world?
First and foremost is that, getting the the ongoing projects completed, and definitely it will depend, because this sector depends a lot on government spending. So the focus areas for us is definitely wastewater reuse and the distribution, uh, and the grids that are coming in a big way in all the states, that rural water supply grids. So that I think are the major thing. And of course the Namami Gange program, which lately is appears to be slowing down, but I'm sure with after the pandemic it will have a lot of projects coming up on all the pending projects which are there. So our focus will be on the STPs in this Ganga program, the ham, that is what we prefer to go for, and the distribution and these water grids, which are again the ham based.
The state of affairs, which are some of the new technologies or the most important technologies that will come to the forefront in the post-COVID era?
I think this COVID era we have seen like what I mentioned earlier, that all our field operation people going into these contamination zones, because that wall has to be opened, otherwise that particular section of the city will not get water. So I think automation is something which is like is surfacing as a one of the major urgent requirements of all our water networks, so that at least the city can run without risking the personnel who are like operating these networks. So I think the technology, particularly the SCADA, the the, the walls, the flow meters, so this I think is the primary thing. Then we can graduate, the next stage can be of the smart metering, or when we call of this disaster proof infrastructure, then we can also look at it from this angle, that it's not only the earthquake that will destroy your pipeline, but also that in such a situation like a pandemic and this, it can be operated still the same way smoothly without risking human beings. So in my opinion, these technologies, particularly the automation on the bulk water supply side, and then at the second stage on the consumer side, will be definitely prime focus. On the wastewater, I think like we are still in a very nascent stage. So what we have only secondary treatment technologies, and that are good enough for us. Recently, NGT has also asked government to speed up these contracts, because of the processes that it generally takes. It is taking quite a lot of time. I think that is also a good move, because that will bring the results to the citizens much faster than what it is taking now.